let's review the steps needed to configure link aggregation on your Cisco Meraki switches. We will begin by selecting our MDF switch and viewing the connected ports. Port 23 and port 24 are both connected to another Cisco Meraki switch. If I hover over port 23, we can see that it is currently in the state of RSTP discarding and therefore unused in the forwarding of data traffic. We will access the switch ports configuration page and identify the switch ports that will be bundled between this Meraki switch and another Meraki switch into a single logical connection. Let's use a custom tag of swconnect to view our connections. We can see that ports 23 and port 24 are identified for use in a connection to our downstream Meraki switch. Let's begin the process of bundling connections by selecting these two ports that connect to the downstream switch, and then we will simply click the aggregate button. Immediately, our dashboard configuration will begin to provide an LACP mode of active and begin bundling these two ports into a single logical connection. To finish this configuration bundle, we will now access the other Meraki switch downstream, and we will locate its ports that connect to the upstream Meraki switch that we were just configuring. That is port 23 and port 24 on our IDF switch. Again, we will simply click the aggregate button. And at this time, we can take an extra step and we can verify the bundle is operating successfully. We will remove the filter of the specific switch. We can now see our switch ports that include the newly created aggregate links or logical links, these being identified by the name AGGR. By expanding the LDP CDP information, we can see the bundled physical ports that exist within those individual logical links. In addition, we can select the details option, and we can view the aggregate speed offered to us for use in these bundled logical connections. The multiple physical ports that are actively forwarding traffic between our two switches are also displayed. Up above in the switch summary page, we can now see that port 23 and port 24 are now both actively forwarding traffic. As we reviewed, the Meraki dashboard allows the use of an easy button, known as aggregate in this scenario. We can quickly deploy redundant, high-speed connections between our Meraki switches in remote and local network installations.